Now, in general, there are a lot of studies, but I think we cited one in one of our publications, I think was Harvard maybe, that conflicts had women more involved in the conflict resolution. They had more stable outcomes down the line. So the more involvement of women, because they are mothers, they are families of the victims, etc. So far, in the civil society sphere, in the victim association sphere, women-led actually, because they're the mothers of those missing. So you get people like Mariam Halla or Fadwa Mahmoud, or like the very like well-known moms who are basically looking for their loved ones, their sons. And unfortunately, up to today, we don't see much role inside Syria for a lot of reasons. Not everybody in the civil society and transitional justice, like women who are in the leadership, are able to go back to Syria. That's one reality. A lot of them are stuck. Like the mothers of the missings, they don't have like documents to come to Syria yet. So that's one challenge. And also the nature of the government. We have one woman only in the cabinet compared to everybody else is a man. So would that will be adjusted down the line? Would they include more women in the transitional justice process? No, both the Missing Persons Commission and the Transitional Justice Commission have 30 days for staffing. So that's the decree establishing them, naming two leaders or two heads of the mechanisms, saying you have 30 days to staff your entities. We'll see. Are they going to include women in those or no? But what's needed, like to do like justice to women, is way more than including them in the transitional justice process. Very basic things, and we've seen this in the context of Northeast Syria. I keep pointing to Hannah, my colleague, because she's managing our Missing Persons Syria program in Northeast. We've seen the women who their like basically loved ones were kidnapped by ISIS, leading some of the surge. We've seen Yazidi women kidnapped and be brought to Syria. We don't have any law for single motherhood in Syria. So if any female detainee was subject to sexual violence and that led to pregnancy and a birth of a child, that child is not going to be recorded. And we've seen Yazidi women are unwilling to go back from Syria to their families because they have to give up their babies, who they love very much, but the community is not going to accept an ISIS child because she was sexually enslaved and raped by ISIS. We don't have any legal framework to protect the woman in that space. And knowing the ideology of the existing government now, is that it's going to be an uphill battle. Do we register singlehood moms or no, like single mothers? Do we register childbirth without marriage or out of marriage? No. The one final thing is employment and women participation in the political life. Those kind of so far like still remain the same. Like we didn't have much changes in them, and I think needs to be also monitored. Like we don't want to see more women participation in transitional justice, but less women rights in general in the country. So this goes hand in hand.